Thanks, Taylor, and welcome to the 2026 SEC Softball Tournament on ESPN, presented by T-Mobile. We finish up our championship Saturday with a long line of fans waiting a couple hours to get in here to John Kropp Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky. It's the 4-seed Texas and the 2-seed Alabama. 3 for 8 with a run scored in their 2 games here. Henry, first pitch swinging, pops it up. Salem Hawkins in foul territory, 1 down. So here comes the showdown.
And now she can still cover down, but she's able to meet the rise ball a lot better.
1-1 to Stewart. And sends that one a flare out to right field. And a 1-out base runner. That one's smacked to second and scooped over to first, the only play for Jenny Young. And so Katie Stewart is in scoring position. For Leanne Good.
Things up this year. She got in the weight room. She got stronger. Her velocities increased.
Got under it. More work for Hawkins. And she'll make the catch. Stewart stranded. Alabama Alton for the most in history, and an Alabama 7th championship would break their tie with Florida for the most SEC crowns. And a strikeout for Kavan to open things up.
His ability to hit it out at any point.
Ground ball to third. J.C. Nichols has it, 2 down.
And that's the pitch I was talking about in her scout of 50.
Alabama has been terrific hitting with 2 outs this tournament. And speaking of that, out into the berm, one of the farthest home runs we've seen in a record-breaking tournament for home runs. 1-0 Bama.
She's positioned, toes on that line to what? To get to this pitch that's moving away from her barrel. But if she's in a regular position, she's not only not be able to reach it.
Go to it, but I don't know how committed she was to that rise ball.
Gets ahead of Roman here, 0-2. And the strikeout as she bounces back. And she will lead things off here in the 2nd. Down 1-0. And a ground ball to short. Hawkins has it, spins, 1 down. While we're talking home runs, Zona for 31 years, and probably fitting that an old Pac-10er ends up setting a new mark.
And she hit it off of Jordy Fromm.
Yeah,
is what's impressive.
Could host a regional, but probably have to hit the road for the Supers. There's a base knock out to center, and a couple on board here. And the tying run moves into scoring position.
Close. Look at how pulled up and in that 5-6 hole.
Pulls it to second, and the throw to first in time to get Nichols.
I think they're going to challenge
They
this.
might challenge this. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, safe. Big time save. There's a reason why Salem Hawkins, the shortstop, was playing even with third base.
Exactly.
Second base was back. So she gets it to Jenny Young, and it's a base hit.
The ruling on the field is changed. Runner safe at first base. Texas will change their challenge. Has 2 remaining.
Ground ball, knocked down, and everybody's going to be safe, and a run will score as Anderson comes in, and it's 1-1.
This is almost a tailor-made double play. Jenny Young able to get to this. She kind of dives to try to smother it. I thought she was able to maybe get to this without leaving her feet. Once she does.
Slices that to short. Hawkins, no, does not get the play to third. The throw pulls the foot of Amber Taylor off the
on. The call was that she came off the back. By the way,
The ruling
great.
on the field was the foot was pulled at third base. The runner is safe. Alabama is challenging previous plays under further review.
I mean, Salem Hawkins, by the way, just making this play.
And
she's out.
Make the throw on her back. Yeah, I think she's out as well. just to be able to make an accurate throw from that position being on her back.
So opens up the possibility that you walk Stewart.
The fielder had possession of the ball with her foot on the bag. The call is changed. Runners out at third base. It's 2 outs.
Pops it up. Jenny Young back on the grass, makes the catch. But a couple across for Texas, and a 2-1 Longhorn lead. Swing and a miss, and it's strikeout number 3 for Kavan.
Well, Kavan earlier in this at-bat to Giles. Sergi finds that this 6th slot comes up second most to lead off an inning.
And a really good move for her. And the strikeout, though, from Kavan there. She struck out 3 in a row. Couple hops to Martinez. And it is 1, 2, 3 for Texas. 2-1 lead for the Longhorns.
She's filled with so much gratitude after learning how fast this sport can be taken away.
Goes the opposite field. 1 down.
Most athletes learn a lot when they're on the bench, either by injury.
Leanne Good, opposite field, base hit. Base runner every inning so far for Texas. Right back up the middle, and a base knock for Atwood. Good will hold at 2. That one will stay in play, and it's called and caught by Taylor. As she smacks into Giles, she's able to.
She is throwing ahead in the count, just a $112, 344 when she is behind.
Gets Sneed to chase, and ends. Called strike 3. She's K'd for.
It helps a pitcher like Kavan because it's, you know, it's enough, but it's not too much. You can throw multiple days back to back. And there she goes again.
Another strikeout. Number 6, the first time. NCAA tournament. Find out tomorrow night. 2 hours of coverage on our selection show. High fly ball out to Caden Henry. Back to back, 1, 2, 3 innings for Kavan and Tech.
Explosive though, her motion is so quick from start to release.
Full count. And gets the strikeout of Nichols. Swung at ball 4 with a walk-off in the 7th. Using that dirt, and safe at first.
In the regular season and some of the games they dropped, there was this heaviness feeling, and I think it's because you win a national championship. It's the expectation.
Moten gets the strikeout of Henry, 2 down. Chance for the SEC Player of the Year to do some damage. And Maloney will waltz her way into scoring position. 3-2 pitch with 2 down. And pulls that one down the line. And here comes Maloney, and she will score. And on the overthrow, Stewart dives safely into second. And it's 3-1 Texas.
We talked so much coming into this. Of course, Katie Stewart's SEC Player of the Year, but it's been everyone else that's contributed up until this point. Katie's bat's been pretty quiet, so this has got to feel good. A hit in the first inning, battles to get to this pitch off her hands. This is how strong Katie Stewart is. That was off literally inches from her hands, gets it into the grass. Another run for Texas comes in.
And the wild pitch costly, because that is what number 1 as the defending national champions. Can they finish up their season with an SEC tournament championship? And
all that behind them.
Resilience, such a big part of this game, and that one hit good. So a couple of hits, a hit batter, a wild pitch. Atwood got under it. High fly ball out to left, and it's dropped by Vandegrift. 2 runs will score, and a problem that has been plaguing outfielders this entire week strikes again.
Wow. And it's always left field. It has been not just the sun, the wind, but it's been plays like this where they're not tough plays. It's an easy, everyone's running in thinking easy catch in and out of the glove. This is the 6th time we've seen a left fielder drop a fly ball here at the SEC tournament.
SEC championship and what it's all about and how chaotic it can be. Called strike 3, got around the corner. That's the best in the country. Snagged by Nichols. Good glove work and then dropped by Stewart.
What is going on? This is the 3rd time we've seen.
Still Alabama's only hit. Right back to Teagan, who knocks it down, fires to first. 1 out.
There's a lot of softball fans.
Bounces off of Nichols and out into left. And runners on the corners for the Tide.
Anna Roman gets into this ball, drives it hard.
And walks Giles to load the bases. And Audrey Vandegrift. Got her. Went back upstairs. 2 down. Swing and a miss.
Wow.
Back-to-back strikeouts with the bases loaded. Since 2005, they are in charge right now, 5-1. White with the catch, calling off Roman. And Alyssa, single and a strikeout for her. That's the first time, by the way, that Kavan has had back-to-back Ks with the bases loaded in her career. Vandegrift with a catch in foul territory.
It could come from the championship game here today,
Yep.
but that's not sure.
Maloney and White's on the move, and she's got it a 1-2-3 inning. Kavan, it has been her night so far. Can she keep it going? What can the coach of the year muster here? Hawkins infield pop-up. 1 down. Martinez charges, fires, not in time.
And that's what Alabama has to do. They have only grounded out twice.
And Kavan says, I'm going to try not to let that happen this time around. 9th of the night.
And battling back when she was behind 1,000 RPM.
Ground ball to second. Good to Martinez. Ends the inning. 5-1 Texas to the 6th for Alabama. Otherwise, it's been pressure all afternoon and evening. Henry thrown out by Taylor. 1 down. And here comes Katie Stewart. RBI.
Cannot make a mistake against Katie Stewart.
3-2 pitch. Stewart elevates way back over the scoreboard and out of here. Home run number 25.
And within this at-bat, she was able to get the pitch that she wanted to drive, and that was something inside. This pitch is down, but she gets even further down. Her back leg, see how low she already is? Her back leg, that knee gets underneath, and she knows it. Get out of here. We've seen her hit some monster home runs. This one hit so high. is the distance. Tell you what, that.
Still 0-2 to Leanne Good.
Well,
Missed inside, and it pops away from Giles. And there goes Mark to OKC if they keep winning. Won't have to go very far to get there. Good, right back, and it hits Moten in the gut.
Looks more convicted. She's in a yes, yes body stance. She looks triggered on every single swing. When you've got doubt, there's a part of you that's just thinking, no, you know, I don't want to swing the bat.
Down at second now, 2 in scoring position. Atwood launches one, and back on the track. The catch is made by Van de Griff, but it's deep enough that a sac fly will bring in another run.
See, when you're in attack mode, instead of missing a pitch like this, because it's actually low and away to Reese Atwood, she's able to get enough on this to hit it to deep left field and get in a run. But look at the location of this. She hits it off the very end of the bat.
well,
How strong Reese Atwood is, by the way.
In the 4th inning. Wells, center field, out to White, and that'll end the inning.
Well, it wouldn't be an SEC championship game.
Wow. Strikeout number 10.
She's throwing every.
How they won a national championship. That's a 20th swing and miss.
Lifted out to left. Sneed has it. 2 down.
Opponents have to swing. They have to go
Sneed on the run makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Texas 3 outs away from an SEC title. SEC teams will get in. Caught out in center, 1 down.
It's not been something that has ended well.
2 down.
Well, and the other thing too, because if you look at if Texas does hold off and win, Nebraska won. Well, they split.
Split during the regular. Also, what are they going to do with Florida State? The ACC champs are now on that Supers host bubble as possibly a top 8 seed. Maloney right back up the middle. Give it to several different folks.
Yeah, I think if you go off today's game, Kavan.
Yeah. Base knock for Henry. Maloney will hold it second. Might be Katie Stewart if she hits another bomb like she did just a few.
For her, too.
Hard hit, knocked down at third by Taylor, and she'll step on the base for the force out. Texas Longhorns 3 outs away from an SEC champion. And McGriff out to the right, 1 down. Mike White has been very open with his conversations all year long.
60 and below. It's a knee buckler.
Brooke Wells is the only batter in the lineup that has been able to avoid a K in the scorebook today from Tegan Kavan. She just picked up her 11th. And a first SEC championship this year on the 40 acres. Texas wins the SEC, beating Alabama 7-1. A masterpiece from Tegan Kavan, who gave up the home run in the 1st inning and nothing after that. Worked her way out of a bases-loaded jam in the 4th, the only other threat of the game, and finishes with a dozen strikeouts. Offense backed her up, led by Katie Stewart with that monster home run. Reese Atwood had a hit, reached base a couple times, had an RBI today. The big bats came alive. And from top to bottom, stout today.
about every Texas hitter reach base today? 13 hits and 7 runs. We talked about everyone else besides Katie Stewart and Reese Atwood, but it was all of them. It was Atwood, it was Stewart, and it was the entire lineup.